A lot of people right now, they're buying and holding mediocre meme coins in the hopes that they'll get some crazy pump later on in the cycle. This is the exact wrong way to buy and hold meme coins. I'm going to show you in this video exactly how to find meme coins of strength, how to look at different areas within the meme coin sector to find what's really trending, why you should be ignoring most influencer shills, and we're also going to talk a little bit about top cycles. So let's get started. Again, this video is going to get a little bit more technical, so just bear with me as we go through it. So we're going to have a look at an older meme coin first, and this is called Mishi. And this was a good meme coin when it launched, and it did very well. But when you're analyzing older meme coin charts, and I'm going to show you a little bit later in the video exactly how you can find your own and do the same research, have a look at where we ran to in terms of tops. So this particular one, it ran like a lot of meme coins did earlier in November, and it struggled to break the previous high. That's very weak. And also some of these coins, they tend to have different tops. So a lot of meme coins actually hit a top on 20th, 21st of November. This one actually hit a top earlier, 13th, and it did not break the all-time high. This, in my opinion, is not a very bullish chart as a result. There are other charts that are much, much stronger. So when you're looking at meme coins to hold, understand a couple of things. During this cycle, meme coins will move and have moved in some waves throughout the cycle. And overall, the cycle is 4 years. But for the purposes of actual bullish movement, it's going to be shorter than that. It's going to be within a kind of 2-year period. And we saw the initial run-up in kind of November, December, going into January, February, March. So we had an initial peak into December, then we had a major peak in March, and then we kind of cooled off. And now what we've had is the same again. We had an initial peak, a lot of the AI picking up, and then kind of all meme coins picked up, and then we hit a kind of local top for larger cap meme coins around 20th or 21st of November. Don't take my word for it. Look through any chart of major meme coins over the last few weeks, and you'll see a lot of them have pulled back from that. And we're going to get the same thing happen again. They're going to run up and they're going to do this kind of biphasic peak, a local top or the actual top for this cycle. And then that's it. So you need to have this framework in the back of your mind when you're trading meme coins, because it really helps you navigate through the market. So you kind of understand what's going on rather than just randomly buying, holding, hoping for the best, and then just seeing the bags drop by 10, 20% every single day. Now, what's important with the ones that were established longer ago is you want to see if these levels are moving up with these particular coins. So let's get back on the chart. Another mistake people make is they ignore large cap meme coins completely because it won't provide the multiples. Now, I've discussed on the channel before, when you have a very, very limited budget, you have to be careful with that, especially recent large caps, because the multiples are less. But we're talking about something different here. We're now talking about buying and holding for 3 to 6 months. That's a completely different strategy. It's an investor strategy, almost like a whale strategy. So this is why you don't ignore coins like Pepe, because when you have a look at the chart, this is a very bullish setup. Just have a look at it. Again, if you're completely new to technical analysis, have a look at it from the lows. This is all the way back in September. We did a run, like I showed you on that chart. I just showed you a couple of minutes ago. And then we hit those highs in March, and then it pulled back. But look how the support levels got higher and higher every time. And then we ran up again in June, broke that previous all-time high, and held an even higher support. And then what did we do in November? We broke back above the high, holding an even higher support, barely pulled back. This is very bullish. So this is going to be one of the best performing coins, end of story. On Ethereum, this is going to be one of the best because look at the chart. You can't ignore TA as strong as this. Now, at some point, obviously, it will have its final parabolic move like it did previously all the way when it initially launched, which we saw March, April. It's going to have that kind of crazy parabolic rally, and then it's going to have a massive sell-off, and the sell-off will happen quickly. But that's a common mistake. Don't ignore large caps. So as we go through some of the other charts, keep that in mind. Now, before I discuss my next tip, I want to say thank you to all of you watching right now and who've watched my channel, especially over the last 12 to 18 months. The appreciative comments I get on all of my videos, I can't thank you enough for that. And we're actually going to hit 300 subscribers very, very soon. And look back through any of my videos and you see a lot of people commenting. A lot of people are struggling with meme coin trading, which is understandable. It's not easy. But a lot of people, just from watching, some from free videos, some from my paid content, you made a lot of money. And I'm very happy about that. And I'm going to be giving away $200 to 2 winners from this video. All you have to do to enter is like the video, make sure you're subscribed, because the competition picker will actually check that automatically, and just comment below anything you found useful in any of my videos that you've been watching. Okay, so the next tip, when we're actually searching, I'm going to show you now how you can search for your own. What we're looking for in these coins that we're now going to buy and hold, it has to have been launched over 4 weeks ago, minimum over 4 weeks ago. That's because during the first few weeks, it's still a newish coin, and the potential for it to dump is high. There's not a lot of diamond hand holders. It's very hard to get an established community just within like literally days or a couple of weeks. So these ones, after 4 weeks, they've already gone through a wave 1 move. That's the initial move, the initial boom and bust cycle. And then it's gone through this whole wave 2 move where it's had some crazy run. And now we're looking at what's called a wave 3. You could argue with a chill guy here. It actually started earlier, all the way from 200, and then when it got announced on listings, etc. But that wave 3 is very, very rare, and only a few coins make it from that. A lot of coins, even recently you've seen a lot of AI coins, AI agents, they're not going to have this move. They've already actually topped, believe it or not. So again, I like to use filters. Now you can use any software when it comes to filtering, and I've linked a couple of softwares below in the description that I use, Bullex, Photon, that I use for trading as well. But just for pure filtering, I actually like Deck Screener. Very simple, very easy to use, and I can quickly just have a look through the charts, compare some stats. So here what you want to do, so here what I've put for the filters, pair age 672, which is about 4 weeks. And max we're going to leave blank for now. Market cap, again, we don't really want to be involved with anything under say 3 million, so we'll put that there. Max again, we'll leave blank. And just to rule out a few rugs and scams, we've got to put a little bit of liquidity there, 80,000, and 24 transactions, hour transactions, let's just put 1600. And not over filter it any more than that. Click on apply. Now, next what I can do, there's a couple of things. I can sort it by market cap, high to low. And by the way, I can click on profile here as well. And on the filters, I think I have it already, but Solana, it should be on the top, and all dexes, just make sure to click radium. So click save, click apply again, click on ones with profile. And here you should see a good list of the main coins that you should be expecting here, like Bonk, Peanut, Popcat, all the usual ones, Goat, Fartcoin, Giga, etc. So these are all the main coins that we're looking at. We're looking at these for wave 3 moves. And you want to open these in a few charts. You want to ignore recent price action. What's been going on the last day or two doesn't matter now, because we're looking to hold for anywhere from 1 week to 3 months time. And the main things you want to look at, ideally on a 4-hour or a daily time frame now, because again, it's a longer term horizon, and these are older coins. We want to look at, first of all, where was the all-time high? If the all-time high was a long time ago, and since then it's made lower high peaks, this is not a good sign. If the all-time high was here, like go around 1.4, we can click on price range here and just see how much the price dipped to this low, which we saw on a lot of meme coins. And you can see it's 62%, exactly 618. This is the golden zone for fibs. So completely normal pullback. Nothing wrong with that at all. We literally pushed up so much that you would expect a big pullback. Now, what's important is what happens from here. We done a structure, we're going to get some local miniature top, and then we want to make sure we do follow through. We want to pull back at 618, 50%, sometimes a little bit higher, but generally they tend to be deeper when we're now beginning a next move, and then see the next move, break this high, and make another higher low, just like that. See that? Just like that. That's what we want to see. And then we're off and running. And then the idea here is to buy close to any of these dips, as close as you can, because then you limit your risk. So if I'm buying here at a dip of say around 650, 700, if it pulls back that far, we don't know for 100% sure, then I know that if the position's not going to work out, I just get out at 580 or something. Because very likely then we're going to retest those lows, go further down, something else going on there. And it's not dip buying time at the moment, or this could be the top. Like, you just don't know. So don't assume that everything's going to run forever. It doesn't work like that in crypto. Never ever assume that. Assume the opposite, and you'll be in a better position. This is Popcat. Same analysis. So where did this hit at top? 17th November. So it did a bit of a run when all meme coins were running. But this run it did in November was very, very weak, actually. This very weak in terms of multiples percentages. Not a good look. And since this pullback, around the 1 billion mark is getting support, that's fine. But the bounces off that have not been good. Not with volume. Very, very unlikely, I think, it's going to hold the billion level. It's probably going to go further down. But will it recover from that? I don't know. It's hard to say. And that's what I talked about before, sectors. So all meme coins will run, and they'll run to the next top, wherever that is. So some of the meme coins that were smaller, they'll do like a lower high here, but they'll still have a little pump with everything else, just a more minor one. However, within the meme coin niche, there are sub niches like AI, like agents, cat coins, dog coins, whatever, political stuff. Some will perform better than others in the next run up. And it's for you to identify, for all of us as traders to identify where you want to make concentrated bets. Because you don't want to do it everywhere. You want to concentrate on a few areas. And for me right now, for example, cat coins, they don't look interesting in the slightest. But when I start looking at all the AI narrative and agents and stuff like that, definitely seems like something going on there. Or DeSci. So coins like Euro, Riff, which we'll have a look at in a minute. These are ones that look more interesting. The chart doesn't look good at the moment. So this is Euro, for example. And you can see that this was actually an older coin. Nobody cared about it. And then DeSci got very popular for a short period of time. It peaked at 150. Massive pullback, like you would expect after such a run-up. But what is it doing since then? So far, it made a high, broke that high, pulled back. Are we going to get an attack on 100 again? If we do, this is extremely bullish. Because this means that this narrative is in focus right now. If we don't, then it's very bearish, because basically it means that's what I'm talking about here. That was the top, these were just lower highs, and this is going to pale into insignificance like most meme coins. So for example, Riff, you have a look at that, chart looks extremely weak right now. This is not a chart you'd buy. When things go in a red line and they're going like this straight down, you don't buy them. And if you're even unsure, wait for it to have a full bounce, nice healthy pullback, buy the pullback. Don't just panic. Again, I'm sharing this with you because I've made all of these mistakes. You're literally learning from all of my mistakes. Don't buy these red candles on the way down thinking you're just getting a good price. It doesn't work like that. There's no value buying in meme coins. If you ever heard anybody say this is a value bet in meme coin trading, they don't know what they're talking about. There is no such thing, because so many of them trend literally towards zero constantly. There is no value buying. AI agents. And these are some of the basic reply guy bots, which is not any kind of amazing tech. Anyone can put something together like this now. It's extremely, shockingly easy to do. But anyway, this ran 26th of November, hit almost a double top there at 250. Big pullback, normal. Looks like it's gathering some support. But again, we won't know strength until we get some movement out of here. Or we're going to break these lows and keep trending down. But even if we keep trending down, so far, how big is the pullback? I always check that as well, because it should, ideally, it shouldn't get too deep. And already we're at 76%, which is not a great sign, to be honest with you. And the 786 level will probably be something around 50 million and stuff. If it struggles below there, it's done as far as I'm concerned. So again, nothing I'm getting involved with, because the chart doesn't make sense. So when you're trading meme coins, it looks like there's hundreds of thousands of meme coins, but really not that many that actually hold up in terms of market cap. And it's for you to have a look through these. And this is what I do regularly. And then place concentrated on bets on the ones that make sense. Have a look at the ones that are breaking out, are showing a bit more support. And you'll find there's not many at the moment. And like I said earlier, it's because things go in cycles. So one thing you can do is just sit on your hands for now, do short-term trading like I do, which is basically just looking at brand new coins. And look on my channel, I've shown you how to do that. So not these older coins, but basically new launch ones. Make your quick flips, a quick 2 sol, 5 sol, 10 sol, 20 sol here and there. Build up your capital. And then when the time is right, do some of these longer term investments in the right meme coins. Before I discuss my final tip, a lot of you have asked for this, so I've created a Telegram channel. It's called Sajad's Crypto Edge. This is purely educational. Any tips and tricks when it comes to trading meme coins or crypto in general, including any new bots, software, anything I'm using that gives me a trading edge, I'm going to share here. So I'll link it down below. And just a reminder again, especially for those of you who are new, for any influencer, only ever check their official links on their official social media account. If any account that looks like them sends you a cold DM, a cold message out of the blue, please assume it's a scam first. Final point I would say, all the while, there are new ones entering this little bucket of larger cap Solana meme coins that you can consider buying and holding. One that you might want to look at is Griffin. Already it's run a lot, due very big pullback. But if this pullback holds and then it gets strength and goes up after, it could be a lot of multiples. And this is one that's trending right now. So as of kind of 2 days ago, it hit over 400 million in market cap. That's what I mean by narratives. Narratives are changing now. And we might have a slight move to a little bit more utility within the meme coin space. And if you don't like that and you prefer cats and dogs, what are you, an art critic? If the number goes up, you keep clicking. Who cares? Never stop clicking. Thanks for listening.